What is up, everybody?
I apologize. I am not as prepared as I usually am.
Same, I'm not even in my office.
Which is the kitchen, which is where the food is.
Which is
Go
the
figure.
half part of the kitchen is my office.
Sure.
But anyways, everyone, welcome to FLH Radio. I'm Mac Dubs. That's AJ, and down below, AJ, I'll let you take care of the introduction here tonight.
509 Kings Customs. What's up, everybody? We much like yesterday. Did we do a show yesterday? I can't keep track of this shit anymore.
We did a rant.
Okay, so much like yesterday or last night, again, I can't keep track of this shit. You weren't expecting this on a Thursday night, but guess what? It's our show, and we will do what we want to. While you guys sit at home and cry if you want to, we will leave that up to you guys. So yeah, let's talk about it. I want to thank you, dude, for taking the opportunity to jump on the show, be with us, and just talking with us. It's something that you want to leave me the hell alone. Ain't nobody want to be bothered while I'm in the middle of the show. Go fuck yourself. Sorry about that. However, I'll take a minute to just say we appreciate you taking your time to come and join us on the show. What you have done with cards is absolutely fantastic. I'm still very much over the moon with the turnout, and I know it's kind of a sore subject because Mac couldn't be there. But anyways, what was it that made you want to get started in doing it yourself?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here. I know that we've been trying to do it for a couple weeks now, and it's just with the schedule been kind of tough to match it all up. So I appreciate you guys bringing me on. Custom cards. I mean, where to start? I bought a custom card on Etsy, a downtown CJ Stroud.
Nice.
I'm not gonna say the seller because it just depends on them how they're gonna feel about what I'm about to say. But it was awful, awful quality for it. It was really bad, and this guy got $35 out of me.
Oof.
And I bought it, one for me and one for my friend, so I got like $70 out of us. And I just did not appreciate the quality of it, and I said, you know what? There's got to be a better way out there to be making these customs cards. And I mean, obviously, a CJ Stroud downtown, it's really expensive, right? I'm not just going to go out and buy one myself right now. Right. So I decided to want to make those kind of cards for it, and that's really how it started. My really big first card was a Jesus one, and it really just kind of took off from there.
So, nice. So you're the one that has the commercials on, or it's commercial or ad on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. 509 Custom.
Oh yeah, you get to see them. I'm glad they're reaching out. I'm glad my money isn't just being spent for no reason.
Yeah, I was like, I'm hoping this is the same person and not somebody trying to copy this guy.
No, those are my ads for it. I do pretty heavy advertising out there just to get the name on it. I mean, it's something new, but I run a furniture store as well, and
nice.
It's the same thing, right? If I don't advertise, I can't get customers through that door for it, and it's the same thing in cards for it. If you don't put your name out there, nobody's gonna know who you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to step away for it.
I will be in, like AJ. I will be in. I'm still going to be in touch with you about some future custom cards. As of right now, I coach youth football.
Yeah.
And so that picture that I showed you was a picture of me and my older brother. and that was a picture of our first championship, which we've won 3 in a row now.
Oh, that's dope.
Hopefully, right now this season we are working on number 4.
There you go.
Hopefully.
Hopefully number 4, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Last
dope.
season was my first year, and after bringing me in, we went a perfect season. It was
That's
Mac's
all you can
first.
ask for.
Oh yeah, Mac's first perfect season, and after that, I have labeled myself the Jim Harbaugh
There you
of,
go.
of coaching, and yeah, so or more or less Coach Bull U. Anybody who has watched The Water Boy, I love that show. I love that movie.
I was
Fantastic.
about to say, did they finally come out with a show?
You know, it would be nice.
That it would be.
But no, you know, so I stepped away because I wanted to come and get this. Yes, I have not signed it yet because not quite sure how these work and would regular pen do the trick or
Yeah, Sharpie shouldn't be. So what a lot of custom makers, not to get too into detail of it, they just leave the paper foil up above it, and
okay.
it works fine with just the foil up above it. I laminate the top layer of it, so if you were to kind of like scrape at it right now, it's nothing's gonna happen to it. It'll stay just fine how it is. So you can do a permanent marker, Sharpie, and it'll stay on there. Won't be a problem.
Okay. Or even just like a regular, a pen or something like that. Like
A pen might be too light on the ink for it. That might smudge off, but like just a Sharpie should stay on.
okay.
I have a Zach Charbonnet Seahawks one that he signed. Same way, just a Sharpie on there, and yeah,
All right.
it's cool.
Okay. Because I mean, I'll have to see. I think I have a Sharpie around here, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's
What's up, everyone? Welcome in.
yeah.
Yes.
Landon, if you would like to join in now, dude,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Jump up here. I don't
Hey,
think 5-9 would have a problem with it.
No.
AJ will send you over the link. This is the kid. He does our sports podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So
He couldn't be on because apparently he had his parents had him doing choices. Wonder what kind of choices that you had to do, and yeah, maybe in a bit. All right, we got you. Just let us know.
So you're a card collector yourself there?
Yeah, I am. I am deep
Besides
in the
making
card collecting.
cards.
Yeah, no, I am deep in the collecting for it.
Nice.
My buddy Kyle, he's the one that got me back into it, and it's been fun. I mean, it's been fun ripping. It's just me and him. There's no other person that we know that really collects around our group. So me and him just go back and forth buying boxes, buying PSA slabs for each other for it. So it's a nice little thing between me and him. It's fun. He just got me a composite Tops hobby box for it, which was that new one that they came out with for my birthday, and it was a good box. It was good. Got a couple CJ Strouds, a couple Will Levis's numbered low, and it's got 3 autos in there, so it was nice.
I need to be his friend because Mac doesn't even do shit like that for me.
me and Kyle go way back, man. So it's a friendship since we were young. So definitely have a lot of those around.
Oh yeah.
So are you in like what kind of cards, like baseball, football?
I myself am more of a football collector for it. I like wrestling too. I'm a big wrestling guy.
Dude, so me and AJ, we've been wanting to get a fully loaded
for it. That's
wrestling.
That is like been our dream, is to break a box of fully loaded.
It only comes with 1 card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that card is usually it's like a numbered relic with.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up a fully loaded.
with that?
I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a pretty honest guy. Fully loaded wrestling checklist. Oh, from Tops. Oh, that's why I haven't heard of it. So this is older, right? They don't do it now for it.
It's like 20. What is it? 2021.
I
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
stopped doing it in 2020. I think the last one was 2021. Yeah.
I've been collecting for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Heavily collecting. And I collected back in the day when I was younger for it, but just like the rest of us, those are somewhere in a garbage can. Probably my Mickey Mantles down there, just at the bottom of a pile somewhere. So
We are sitting on so much shit. We're just at this point, we just want to get rid of it. So, if you are ever interested in taking a look,
Sure.
most certainly.
Yeah, these days, if I'm buying off eBay, it's probably slabs or just newer stuff. Like thinking about getting a Prism WWE Hobby Box. So but we'll see.
Man.
I know. Oh, go ahead, Mac. You're gonna say
No,
something.
go ahead.
I noticed the one thing when it comes to card creators is they don't, much like a magician, they don't give up their secret, so to speak. I remember reaching out to you, asking you, teach me the ways, so to
Sure.
speak, and it was one of those. Check out this. It was a like Facebook group or something.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to go over and look at it yet. I've been pretty busy.
Sure.
But then I had somebody else who reached out, who I reached out before coming to you, and the prices were a little much,
Sure.
So I was like, and this dude, nice guy, right? But it was one of those. I liked your work and very, very decent price. So it wasn't something I was jumping at the bit to, just run over to him. And he asked me, "So, did you find the card you were looking for?" And I can't even remember. I think I may have even dismissed it. I didn't really answer. And hold on, I am having such an off day. I was going somewhere with this. I lost it. So, but no, he just sitting there talking to him. Oh, that's what it was. So I asked him. It's like, could you teach me? And he's like, yeah, I really can't do that. It's like, all right, so there's obviously, a science or there's something to there that I understand from a business aspect why you wouldn't want to, teach others, I guess. But on the same side, it's like maybe there's just a little more to it. Everybody here, like what that tunes in. They think that it's just easy, and like we come on and we sit, we bullshit, we talk to people. Like they don't understand that there's a lot more that goes into this. So I assume that's similar to what you do. There's more. It's more complicated than what is projected. Result.
Right. I guess that's I could go into an in-depth, type of thing for that. But I think the short answer for me would be just to tell you that I've actually taught a lot of people how to do them.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where I got tired of teaching it because everything is in that group. So now I just refer people to that group. And if you want to learn, you surely could. It's not, but it's the same steps over and over for me. And I think if you were to join that group that, we're all in for, the one that I sent you, and you were to say, hey, Hector recommended me here, right? And I think a lot of them would tell you that I've helped a lot of them out to try to learn how to make cards.
Okay.
And there's different steps. I mean, it just depends what kind of creator you want to be. There's some that do a more in-depth type of customs for it. There's some that do them very simple. I mean, I pride myself on good quality at a great price for it. but doesn't mean that that these other guys that make them, at a lesser scale or any less talented. It
Right.
just depends on how much you want to put into it. And I put a lot of time into it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one's preference. That's like, trying to think. Just as an example, it's like trying to. I don't want to say necessarily perfect you. It's like a tattoo artist. Some will be more of the, I just rather do simple. Or others are more. I don't want to be bothered unless you're going to pay X amount and it's going to be very detailed work. And I know tattoo artists that are like that. Some will be open to do anything because people are willing to pay, and there are others that are extravagantly uh, excellent at their craft, where they won't accept a tattoo that is not detailed enough and is not going to be worth their time. So I can understand and respect that philosophy. You got to do what number one, you got to do what makes you happy, and at the same time, it's got to you don't want to burn yourself out, and you got to enjoy what you do. Because at the end of the day, it's if you can get paid for a hobby, then it's not a job. It's something that you enjoy doing, and you have fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it just comes down to at this point, just the creating of the card is what I like for it. I mean, you take different materials, different things. I mean, it's and create something different for a person. And I, like I said, I've reached out or we've talked about it. I have different price points too. It's not like I don't. Depending on what you want, if you were to come up to me and say, "Hey, I want a $5 card," right? I can make you a $5 card. That's not the problem. Um, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, "Hey, I want your $35 card." Well, I can't do that for $5, right? Because that $35 card takes time and effort to do.
Right.
Yep.
So I think it's a lot of people, think that like, oh, it takes 2 seconds to do this, right?
Right.
And it's just gonna be done. So why charge me so much? But some of these guys that make custom cards, some of them take a long time to do it, and it's probably less than minimum wage would pay them to go, do it in an hour because you gotta design the card on the computer, right? You gotta work back and forth with the person to be like, hey, and Andrew is no different for it. Andrew, I'm gonna say this. He changed his card a lot for me, right? He had a lot of different things that he wanted to do with it. I did not fluctuate on price for Andrew, right? It was the same thing for me. We went back and forth for it. He changed his ideas. Totally fine for it because that's
And
what
I
I.
felt so bad.
No, no, no. That's the side of the spectrum, right? That's why some people pay or charge more money for it too, right? Because I could have been like, hey, Andrew, we're gonna do more for the different layouts that we did, but I don't. I include that all in my pricing already for it, and that's what some people don't get for it. It didn't take for Andrew's card. It didn't just take first try and that was it, right? We went through like 6 different tries to make sure he was satisfied, and I was okay with it because that's what I want. I want him to be satisfied with this card, not just, hey, this is the one card, you take what I give you and that's it, right? He customized it to however he wanted to, and that's what I think stands out from a lot of people compared to
And
me.
the one thing I love about this is, and I can't remember if I shared this the day I opened it or the night I opened it. So and you'll remember our conversation. The background here,
Yeah,
I had sent a specific photo, and I'll the way you put it in there, and you didn't think it looked. Give everybody more an outlook. You didn't think you thought it was more chopped up, and it didn't look uh, as I don't know.
yeah.
That
I
you
thought the red, white, and blue that we had before was the better fit for what you wanted, right?
right. Mhm.
But and I told you this, and I'll tell this to anybody. It doesn't matter if I like it or not, right?
Right.
If you feel like it's best for you, that's the only thing that matters for it. If I, as a creator, give you an idea, but you go, hey, I like to do this instead, you're going to be looking at this card for the rest of your life, right? So you have to love it for it. I just can give you my input, but at the end of it all, it depends on you.
It was definitely something that when you showed it to me, and I mean, the way I look at it, because I don't usually talk about it very often. It's not something that I like to, I guess, throw out there so much anymore, just because I don't want to be labeled as somebody. Number one, I don't look for sympathy, and I don't look for somebody to sit there and say I use it as an excuse or as a crutch. But because of my autism, I look at things maybe a little bit different than, say, average Joe over here and, Sally Streets over here.
Sure.
So looking at this, it's like, yeah, maybe others don't understand or they don't get the design. They don't know what it is. But I look at it as when you look at the British flag, right? Mm-hmm. And you see how the British flag is laid out. This to me, it's authentic. It's something that, the colors match, and it gives off that very British vibe for me.
Right. And I think we talked about it afterwards. I was like, it grew on me, right? From the first minute to now for it. I mean, I like the card now for it. I think it was the right choice for what you had. Sometimes
whether you're the creator or, maybe a third party looking at it, it takes a minute to finally see what the person that has I can only imagine for you, maybe it took you a minute to see what I saw, and that's what, and I can't speak for you, but maybe that's one of the reasons that it grew on you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't discredit anything from it. I think you picked the right design for it, and I think it was the right choice at the end of the day for it.
I'm excited to see how Mac's card is going to turn out when he gets all that, squared away and sent in. That has me excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I just have to wait and see how this season plays out, because it's either going to be something with a 3-peat or something with 4-peat.
That would be interesting to have either a 3-peat or a 4-peat card. And just
what I want to do is I want to get. I don't know if I want to put us in the photo, or if I just want to take a picture of all the championships and the medals.
Well, you can do both. Honestly, you can put the championships and medals in the background, and you guys in the front, and I can. It just depends on what you want to do, but once I get in there, we could always see about what we can make.
Oh, that would be sick.
Mac, I'm telling you, this is the guy to go to. And I say that because you can't tell in this photo here on this card, you can't tell that I had a sunburn, that I am still miscolored from, by the way. And I don't. I can only speculate on the viewer who's watching. By the way, I still hold a grudge for this right here. But we won't talk about that. I will say I was. I'm still holding a very harsh grudge over that. 7 hours. In the blistering sun at the freaking flea market. Not happy about that. So, but no, that was one of the things, sorry about that. One of the things I had also asked is, like, you can't go wrong with this dude, Mac. If you want something done, for the most part, I think he can pull off. He's very honest. He'll tell you, well, I can or I can't. Let me see what I can do. And that's what I love about having Hector be the one to go to for special cards like that. You ain't gonna go wrong.
Right.
Appreciate
So,
that.
Hector, what's one of the most expensive cards you've made for somebody, or just made in general?
Expensive, like what I charge them, or is that kind of where you're going with it?
Yeah.
Because I guess the most I've charged would be for one card. Are we talking about just like a whole amount, like an order? I mean, because I've had large orders for it. It's not really to say anything. I think the most expensive one card that I've done is about $50. Those are downtowns. Downtowns take a tremendous amount of time for it, so downtowns do get expensive for me, and that's honestly still really good compared to what I know downtowns cost out there for other people.
Yeah.
And it just depends on the work, right? I've done downtowns for $40 that are very simple. It just depends on what you're asking me to do for you.
Okay.
And I mean, that card that Andrew has right there, what was that, $22?
It was 22. Yeah, it was 22, and I ended up sending you the extra 3 because I wanted to.
I got you. And that's 22 shipped, so you take $5 away from that I'm doing, right? So $22 for that, $5 less, what is that, $17 that I'm doing off them. Minimum wage in Washington is about $16.50. Took me, quite a while to do that card with different things. So and that's the part of it, right? That, like we talked about, it's sometimes you do this for the minimum wage, but it's part of the craft, right? I mean, it did not take me just 1 hour to do that card because we went back and forth on it, quite a bit for it, and the creation part of it and everything like that. So it takes a while.
That's go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and that's what I think a lot of people don't see when they want to create cards. They just feel like, hey, it takes 2 seconds to do this, right? And that's it. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
Right. No. Totally right.
Oh yeah, and I think that's just with anything. People, and I've seen this. For instance, I'll go on Twitter, and I refuse to call it X. I refuse to call it that. I've known it as Twitter.
Yep.
And there's a content, or there's a creator who every time a new wrestling game comes out, he goes in there and he will, he's a modder, and he'll go in there and he'll make the game better and do different creations, and he is so talented that people will bombard him. Hey, can you make this person do that person? And honestly, the guy should charge for it because of how well and he is.
Yeah.
Just the amount of time and effort he puts into it, but he doesn't. And there are times where people get so pissed off at him. It's like, I read one comment. It's like, hey, I'm still waiting on so and so for you to create, and he snapped back. He's like, patience.
Yeah.
Or he'll take a break. It's like, because modding it and just what he does, it's not something where he can whip it up in 5 minutes and then throw it on the community creations.
Right.
I wish people understood, and those same people that are rushing, say Hector to make a card, they don't. Yep. So let me finish this up real quick, and then we're gonna hit commercial break. So it's one of those where those same people who are rushing, say Hector, to do a card are those same people that are going through the same thing with their jobs or their whatever. They know and they understand it, but they're not patient enough. But yet they'll be the first ones to bitch at somebody else does the same thing to them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like to be bombarded with shit, don't do it to somebody like Hector. Give him time. Otherwise, you're going to get a shit card. And technically, personally, you've asked for it because you're gonna piss him off. It's like don't piss off a waiter. Just by the time you get your burger back, you're gonna have a loogie in there.
I will say I've been very fortunate to have very understanding people with the time frame that I give. My turnaround time's excellent. It's 1 to 2 days usually, so I don't get into a situation where I have that kind of issue, right? Thankfully, knock on wood here for it. But yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Aaron Rodgers just ran for 15 yards. Holy crap.
I mean, can still run.
He was hearing all the time that he was not a runner. He stayed in the pocket, so there he is.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this commercial from Jumpstart.
Imagine freedom, but only it comes with chains that you can't see. Every year in South Carolina, 11,000 are released from prison and carrying the invisible weight of their past and facing a future that's blurred with uncertainty. My brother was one of them. Found Jesus, found hope, and then the world outside tested him, pushed him down a hole so deep that he couldn't climb out. The day he shared his deepest pains to me in a letter was the day that he chose to end his story. Well, his ending sparked my beginning, a mission to make sure that no one walks alone after prison. Jumpstart isn't just a program, it's my promise, our promise to lead faith inside the walls and carry it out into the world. We are here to lift the weight and clear the haze of uncertainty and to stand by those who seek redemption and a new path with Jesus. Join us and be the difference in a story of transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jumpstart.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. But not really. But not really. We got Hector, owner of 509 and King's Customs. Please, if you guys want the best work done for cards, go to this man. He's right there, you know.
Good stuff.
Hit him up on Messenger. Go check him out. You won't be disappointed. I've actually taken the initiative, and Hector, I think I even showed you. I got my own little setup. I need to get off my ass and make the time to put everything together. But yes, it's something that you, ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't. It's rare to find somebody that is honest and will do honest work. It's one of those things, you know, Hector could have easily, you know, quoted me this and decided, well, you know, I'm going to do this instead. Or, you know, we live in a world where it's about the mighty dollar, where, you know, people will lie and scheme and scam others. So appreciate the rare ones that you run into, like Hector. He will sit down, he will speak, you know, he will talk to you and ask you, you know, we talked about it earlier, you know, what does the customer want? What is, you know, what are you looking for? That's why I love just your whole foundation and what you're based on. You know, there was no bullshit. It was very honest. You know, you gave your input, but you didn't push it. You know, and that's why I am so excited, and I have come to you with other projects that I'm looking forward to, and it just happens to be I have to have them on hold, unfortunately. But I'm still looking forward.
Yeah, man, I appreciate those kind words for it. I appreciate you guys having me on for it, and be able to kind of share the custom cards, give a little bit more, little bit more knowledge for people, to get in there and just see what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. Now you go ahead, Matt.
I was just about to brag on Aaron Rodgers right now. He's
Is it killing it or what?
16 for 21 right now with almost 200 yards and a throw and one touchdown, man. His fantasy points are looking very good right now.
Nice.
It's very nice.
If I would say if the Jets could at least make the playoffs, I'd buy an Aaron Rodgers jersey just for the heck of it.
Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. If the Lions make it to the playoffs after like 60 years, or just their entire existence, the Jets can do it. Not just say, I'm not going to give you unrealistic dreams or expectations and tell you that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they can make it to the playoffs. It would give a glimmer of hope.
Aaron Rodgers is just on fire tonight, man. It's just crazy.
So, Hector, I noticed that besides your personal Facebook, you have opened your own 509 Facebook page.
Oh yeah.
That's not. Mac was looking at it one day, and I can't remember, dude. What card was it that you? Cody Rhodes. There's a Cody Rhodes card that you did, and Mac just fell in love with it.
Oh yeah, that's one of my first cards that I ever made. My Downtown's version of Cody Rhodes for it.
Oh yeah, it was the Cody Rhodes. What he had his
old characters at the bottom for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I'm very proud of that.
40 mask or something it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great custom. I almost had it signed by Cody.
Oh, nice.
Sadly, he had to keep moving or something when they came into town, so didn't get it signed. But yeah, really nice card.
That would have been sick if you could have got that signed. And that actually brings up a question. Have you thought about taking your custom cards to meet and greets and things like that, and having them signed?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, gets pretty expensive for those meet and greets. I am actually doing a couple ones that I'm doing for Devin Witherspoon here. He's having a signing in Seattle, October 2nd, 3rd, or 7th, something like that. But yeah, I'll be signing a couple cards up there. It's just, I mean, at that point, I just do it for my enjoyment. I don't do it for selling them because, getting that autograph is going to be like, what, $60, I could buy a Devin Witherspoon autograph for a lot less than that, but I just do it for the enjoyment of, hey, it's my own custom card that was signed.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be sick either way.
Yeah.
It's... So I got a question. We talk about meet and greets and cards and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about doing a custom card for an original Dudley boy? Someone who loves his snacks and he loves to eat cake. Chubby Dudley.
Our uncle.
I mean, I haven't thought about doing it for it, but that is definitely something that we can work out. We can put you in touch with him, and I tell you, I think that if you were to do it, I don't think he would have a problem signing it for you. It's of course we've had him on the show multiple times, and it's always a pleasure
to hear just stories of the original ECW. You know, who he's worked with, how people are in the ring, outside the ring.
Working with, if you know who Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley is,
I love Team 3D, man. What are you talking about?
well, that's their long lost brother right there.
Team 3D was great for me back.
Oh wait,
Yeah, there was so many Dudleys in the original ECW.
hold on.
I can't even.
Let's see if I can grab my cards.
There was, what was it? There was Bubba, Devon, Big Dick Dudley. There was Dances with Dudley, Signed Eye Dudley,
Spike,
Chubby Dudley.
Devon.
I said Devon already. So that's like 7 right there.
And there was Daddy Dudley.
Okay. I guess I don't know. Thinking of how many Dudleys there were, it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah,
I
no.
this card right here.
Big fan. I'm a big wrestling fan, so.
What was your favorite era in wrestling?
You know, I believe most people would probably say ruthless aggression. That's a little bit old. I'm sorry, attitude era, but I'm a ruthless aggression person for it. You know, Rey Mysterio, Batista. You know, that's my
Where it
time.
says
for it.
ECW.
Obviously, John Cena for
Inside
it,
the
but
picture, me and you and
yeah, I'm
Isaiah.
a ruthless aggression guy. I'm not too nostalgic on attitude era just because I was born in '96, so. You know, I was too young for that. I've seen a lot of it though. I mean, I love the Stone Cold versus Vince. You know, in their heyday for it. So
This is our Uncle Chubby Dudley here.
Oh, nice. Got it also. Is that a custom card that you guys did, or is that an actual ECW card from back in the day?
No, this is an actual card from back in the day.
Nice.
And on the back it says, Chubby Dudley was an obese Slavish member of the Dudley family. He rarely wrestled, but would accompany his half-brothers to ringside, normally while holding cake, punch berries, or other snacks. If the other members of the Dudley family were incapacitated, he would flee from the ringside.
That's my favorite part of that gimmick is, you know, one of them would get knocked out and he just split. So this one is mine.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and he just wants to eat cake with Mac. I'm hardcore.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Mine says, "Let's eat," and on the back side it has the certified stamp on the back. That's
awesome.
Pretty cool card. You know, speaking of like childhood cards, if what's his name, the Green Ranger from the Power Rangers?
Okay.
Are
we talking about Ninja Storm here, or what are we talking about?
No,
Jason David Frank.
Tommy Oliver, the original Green Ranger.
Okay, I got you.
Dude, if they ever had came out with Power Ranger cards, that'd be so sick to have one.
You know, there's a lot of creators out there that actually do the signing and selling type of thing for it, right? They'll get it signed. They used to send it up to PSA and get it authenticated and slabbed, but PSA no longer does that, so that takes a lot, you know, from them. I believe they gotta switch over to Beckett or somebody else, but that's a big thing. I've seen some Dexter ones. I've seen some. God, what was the other one that I just saw? It was really, really cool for it, but yeah, a lot of them get signed and kind of sent out.
I met Jason David Frank. God, it's been years.
It's a shame that he, you know.
Dude, he was my childhood hero.
My favorite is.
Dude, just getting to meet him, was cool. I got my photo with him here as well.
You know,
awesome.
It's been a while, and I want to apologize before I start, because I know I'm probably going to get bitched at afterwards. While we're on the topic of celebrities, Hector, I don't know if you know this or not. Um, you're actually talking to a childhood favorite, um, Barney the fucking dinosaur.
What?
Yeah, you know everybody's childhood favorite, Barney.
Sure.
Yeah. So this right here, Mac Dubs, was the one that was behind the costume.
Shut up, really?
Oh yeah, Mac, you want to share that story?
Yeah, so I'm on a cruise,
I'm
and
gonna try this one day.
we're going to dinner before the comedy show, and I'm wearing, and it was elegant night, so I'm wearing like white khakis and a purple button up.
Okay.
Um, so the comedians in the same restaurant we are, so uh, we were like in the same line getting food, so just sparked the conversation and whatnot, and it's like, "Yo, you want to take a quick picture?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So take a quick picture with him, and we get to uh, we get to the comedy show later, and we're sitting in the back, and um, all of a sudden the show starts, and he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Yada yada yada." As soon as I take a sip of my drink, he was like, uh, "Just want to mention, we have a celebrity in the house tonight. For the one that you don't know." Uh, then points to White, and he's like, "Barney, the fucking dinosaur." Yeah.
Stand up, take a round of applause. And
Uh,
actually, as a matter of fact, Hector, I got something here.
What's
So
up?
this was a photo of that night where the comedian had asked Mac to actually wear the mask of it.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, and I will even do one better. Uh, there's rare footage of Mac on set without the mask but in costume. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, if I am not here next week and going forward, I love you all, and I've had a good life, to say the least. Dear God, help me. What is wrong with me here?
oh,
So bear with me here, and also, although he is grown a few feet as well, and maybe had a severe uh, appetite since his days on the hit TV show Walker Texas Ranger.
hmm.
You are also speaking to Walker, Chuck Norris from Walker Texas Ranger. Mac, you want to share that story as well?
Oh my gosh, I have so many stories. All right, sure, why not?
Well, before you do, there you go, Hector. That's Mac on set without his without the mask on. Bless his heart. Bring
Um,
enjoy the
yeah,
kids.
so yeah, so many years ago, I don't even remember how old I was. I know I was a teenager. But yeah, so my grandma takes me over to my great aunt's house, and she has I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or dementia. It was one of them, and she didn't remember who I was. Well, we walk in the house, and she's like, "I brought somebody here to see you." She's like, "Oh, who is it?" And she's like, you don't remember this fellow?" And she goes, "No." And it's like, it's kind of heartbreaking, but you know. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom and wash my hands. Be right back. And so I get back out, and so I sit down on the couch, and I'm trying to talk to her, and she's like still not remembering who I am. And Walker, Texas Ranger, is on the TV.
Her favorite show, right?
Yep, one of her favorite shows. So she's looking at Walker, and then she's looking at Walker, Texas Ranger, and she's looking at me, and then she's looking at Chuck Norris again, and then she's like looking at me, and then she's just like going back very quickly. And I swear, I think she peed herself. Um, bless my heart. Uh, so then she goes, Mary, which was my grandmother's name. She says, I can't believe who you brought to visit me. And she goes, how the heck do you know Chuck Norris?
It's like,
Awesome, though. Sure made her day.
And then I get mistaken a lot for Braun Strowman.
I could see it.
right?
I have to find the exact photo. But yeah, I get I get mistaken for Braun Strowman. When I shave my hair and I shave my beard, I get mistaken for the Big Show.
It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. And I get mistaken for it. Nobody.
Guess that could be a good and a bad thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Gift and a curse, I guess.
But yeah, we were in New Jersey, and it was pretty cool that somebody actually noticed us.
Well, they noticed Mac, and Mac had
You were in the bathroom.
Well, yeah, but you know that's when Mac slipped him an extra 20 to act like he recognized me. But I have, but yeah, no, that was something else. All because we went and placed a bet. Which, by the way, I can't stress enough. There's a certain basketball player that owes us money.
Yeah.
Because he was too busy patrolling the damn boardwalk.
Officer Kyrie, next time I come back to Jersey,
I'll break your kneecaps.
Yeah. So, the officer pulls up next to me and AJ while we're shooting a little promo video out on the boardwalk there, and he goes, "What's up, fellas?" And I'm like, "Hey, why are you in a police car?" And it's like,
"Be at the game?
Don't you got to be at a game?" It's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You're Kyrie Irving."
He thoroughly enjoyed that compliment. He won't enjoy it though next time we make our way out that way.
Yep, and he meets old Mark, my my custom baseball bat.
So Hector, I got one more question. When it comes to bulk orders, is it the same? Is it the same price, or is it one of those things where you will, I guess, discount the card the more you buy in bulk? So, like, say, where a website would be, all right, 50 cents a card when you buy, say, 100 cards. But if you buy 500 cards, it's, lower, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, I think it gets to a point where if you buy more cards, because these are made in type of sheets for it, where I could fit more on one page for it, you'd be probably better off. Now, work is still done in the cutting and the placing everything together, so you still have to account for that. But sure, I mean, one card at, let's say, $30, right? And you buy 20 cards at me, sure, at $23. I mean, those $7, $8, right, are gonna add up, right? The more that you look at it that way. I mean, it just all depends on what you're buying for it. But yeah, bulk orders, sometimes they do. Well, not sometimes, but they will get a little bit more priority from me depending on what it is. Like where I just won't take up more, on my plate for it. I'll just kind of cut it off till I'm done with the bulk order, and that's it. I'll finish off the cards that I am making, and then proceed to go to bulk orders, which I've had a few of them. It's usually the same one card, right, on those bulk orders. So it'll be like I just had one for the Seattle Kraken's number 1, the 8th overall pick of this year for it. He's going to get them autographed, and we had them all done for him. So
nice. That's pretty cool.
And then you also have your own YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I mean, on that channel, I used to play more games, football. I'm a big Madden guy for it.
Nice.
And I play a lot of MUT on there for it. And then I do some pack openings on there. But honestly, since starting making cards, that's mostly what I focus on, just the cards. So I haven't posted on there in a while.
Have you seen the new NCAA 25?
Oh yeah, played it. It's good. They need to improve on a lot of things for it.
Yeah.
But it's a good stepping stone to hopefully the future for them.
I honestly think it's better than the new Madden. I hate to say it because I'm a big Madden guy myself.
Are you? You play MUT? Or are you just online or franchise? What are you doing?
I play MUT and I play online.
Do you know any of the streamers in MUT? Anything like that?
No.
No. I've gotten to know a few of them for it, so they're nice people. But yeah, my bread and butter was always MUT for years since I was young. And MUT, I mean, it's a gambling thing. You're buying packs. You're at the end of the year, nothing really matters for it. So it just gets into a cycle where I was just like, man, I'm dropping thousands here for no reason. So just gonna chill out. And now on my free times, I make cards, so I really don't have much time for anything else.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, go ahead, Max.
Oh no, I was just saying. Every once in a while, I'll get on maybe like on a Friday night after we get done with our radio stuff, and I think this Friday there's a
Tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow. I think our New Jerseys come in for the football team, and
Oh, nice.
I was so if I can get the parents to let the kids do a team photo, I think at the end of the season, depending on how we do, might try and talk to you, see if I can get some cards made for the team, because this will probably be my last season in this league, because I got an offer to coach in the Under Armour League.
Oh, awesome.
And we're thinking about taking it. So
That comes at you quick, man. These decisions, Gotta
yeah,
take the opportunities that you get.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I was just having this conversation. I think with my dad. It was somebody. It's like when you get to a certain level of whether it's success or you start to do very well for yourself. Most people get very big-headed and they lose sight of their roots and where they came from.
For sure.
I just, yes, money is a very powerful thing. But at the same time, and Mac does not like Brock Lesnar. However, I don't agree with everything that Brock does and says, but I will say I love his philosophy that remain. The guy's philosophy is he doesn't go on social media and put himself out there because he started out from nothing and he realizes that he can go back to nothing like that. And I like that because it brings a sense of hospitality and humbleness. We have gotten to a certain level of success where we are on our own radio station now. And so of course it's an adjustment to conduct myself a different way than I would have years ago. And it's all because by conducting myself a different way, I have to set a better example for others while also making sure that I don't go back to being nobody or, like end up in the documentary of the rise and fall of, AJ. He started out here, made a success, and, now he's nowhere. I try to maintain a sense of humble because it's not me per se. I'm not the one. It wasn't only me that got myself here. There's plenty of other people. Mac has been a big part of it. Each and every guest we have on our show, and more importantly, it's the fans that always tune in. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we're at. Right. So it's and I'm almost.
I have to say, I have to add to that. If it wasn't for one certain person who doubted our capabilities and stuff, I don't think we'd be where we're at. And if you ever get to meet this guy, please smack him in the face for us. Angelo.
With a piece of pizza, that happens to be his thing.
Yep. By the name of Sips.
Sips. Yes. Anyways, no, Hector, I got one more final question here because I realize we're kind of a little bit over. Have you ever thought about doing a showcase channel on your YouTube, with work that you have done, whether it's through having like photos or just different, whether it's I don't want to call it a pride project, but something for yourself, like a personal like PC or things that you have, like photos from projects that you have sent out to others that you've done for others. I would be interested in tuning into your YouTube, seeing different episodes on that. I think
yes,
be interested.
I don't know if you can pull up my. I don't have my camera on. I don't know if you can pull up my Facebook page right now for it, but that's mostly what that page was created for. If you see the last post that I did today, it was for a young man, a 5-star recruit out of high school. It's his rookie year for it in their freshman year.
Is it a Carolina
one? Yeah, it was a sugar one.
I did see that. Yes, I did. Yeah, nice card, by the way.
Yeah, so and that's what I created that page for, mostly to showcase it in that video stuff like that I have posted.
Wait, the kid was from Carolina, or
yeah? So it's on the card. I don't know if you want to show it to him. He's apparently, I think it's his dad that contacted me to do it for it. Very nice person. Very Dylan is his name. Very wonderful to work with.
And, Mac, I'm on the iPad, so I can't pull it up like we normally would.
Just send me an attachment on Messenger.
All right.
Sorry,
Hector, go ahead.
Because I've seen
Carolina kid. That's what in the back of the card. I have the front and the back there for it. Very nice card. It turned out wonderful. You know, he did the prime type of card that with the shimmer and everything like that. I have a video of it there, and it turned out great. I mean, it turned out just exactly how I wanted, and if I do say so myself, it compares very well to the Prism card that you would see in a box. You know, that you would get in a.
That's awesome.
I do love the and you know what? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share
So
here.
your card would have looked like that if you would have stuck to the black version of it.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is yeah, it's it just looks a little bit different with the style. It's got a video on there.
Oh, I did send the thing over. All right, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I see what you're
Yeah,
talking
Dylan
about.
Stewart from South Carolina. Oh, yeah. That is sick.
Oh yeah. Now, I mean, is it just how are you able to get this look? I mean, without just. So I remember I sent you the black Brock Purdy. Is it just? Does it have to be a dark color to get that whole look, or?
No, there's ways around it. Like I said, he did pay a premium. He paid more than anybody, but it was well worth it. I mean, you see that color, you see that shine through it, or you see that video on there. It's a beautiful. You know, it just on the materials that you use, it'll change to it.
Dude,
You know,
I have to get after looking at this Kaboom
Are we
card
talking Trump?
with the cat.
Oh, with the cat. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I need to get one for my cat.
Oh man, it's that was a great one for it.
That's yeah,
Ladies
that
and
card
gentlemen,
is
Look at that
sick.
shimmer. Look at that shine for
oh,
it.
sorry guys, it's but yeah, that's there we go. Sorry, the phone was went dark there, but yes, that's I love that look. Now you said that was stretchy hollow, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have another idea, and I'm my brain is always just everywhere. So I apologize, Hector, if I send you different cards and things
Oh,
like
you're good. Yeah, I love
that.
it. Love it.
But no, it's ladies and gentlemen, go check this man out. It's great work, fantastic. You will be very happy with it. Uh, we can't say enough about it. I did have something I wanted to say, and I can't remember.
You're good. I appreciate your guys' time.
Oh yeah.
It is getting to that time for me. So I am sorry that I'm gonna have to leave you guys for it, but my wife has just been eyeing me this whole time. We're about to go grab something to eat. So
Well, we apologize to your wife.
no, you guys are fine.
I do want to ask you two
Yes,
quick
sir.
questions.
No, go ahead.
Number one, would it be possible to be would you be interested in becoming a free sponsor for our show? You know, we advertise all of your stuff. You know, we play your commercial, get your name out there. You know, drive customers over to you, and really help you out. We love what you're doing, and we really think it's. I mean, it's one of those things that we want to be able to get behind and really help you out for the simple fact that you are so very honest and kind, and I can't say enough. If I were to sit here and talk about this card, it would be a repeat, and it would be me short circuit. Very excited with it.
So the free sponsors is helping us out as much as it helps you out. And actually, the more sponsors we get, the more airtime we're allowed to get with our station, and it helps. It basically helps each other out.
Yeah,
So.
helps both out for it. Yeah, that's definitely something that we can discuss for it, just to go into an in-depth for it, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. But I don't see why not for it.
Oh yeah, so I mean, let's definitely discuss that at a later time. We don't want to hold Mrs. Hector up, so I already feel bad enough that she's not too happy. So I apologize, and I'm going to go fear for my life now.
You said you had 2 questions. Is that just the one for it? You good on that one, or?
Well, yeah, I guess they were kind of integrated together.
Okay.
I misread. So, but
Okay.
yeah, that was it. And thank you for your time. Thank you, Mrs. Hector, for letting us have him for this hour and almost 15.
No, I appreciate you guys so much for bringing me on and just getting some more awareness for it. So thank you so much for everything. And I will definitely be in touch with you guys soon.
All right, man. We'll take it easy and.
All right, thank you guys. You guys have a great day. Great night.
You as well. Thank you.
Well, with that being said, 509 Kings has just left the building. And, yeah. With that being
Now my
said,
wife is calling. So if it ain't sweet, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't tasty. Hit it right there into some rascal. Razzle dazzle rascal. Love you all. Stay safe. Be good.
hit my
our
damn music.
Loaded.